group. Let's see, song.
Okay. I think we are live with patrons. Aloha, everyone. Just give me.
We are live with
apparently I am
patrons.
live.
Aloha, everyone. Just give me. We are live with
Apparently I am
patrons. Aloha, everyone.
Where
Just
is that? I
give
have to
me.
shut that down. The endless loop going on here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, it's all good. Okay, so we're live, and I can hear and I can see. So we have in the chat. Someone said, "Hi, Cynthia and Uncle."
Yes, I'm Uncle Alan. Nice to see you. I am referred to as Uncle.
Hi, everyone. So this is Uncle Alan, also known as Alan Ogie, and I first watched Alan dance and was mesmerized. I don't know if you remember this, Alan. This was Kaholo performed with Dawn's group at the JCCC, and you were in the front, and I was sitting near the front, and I videoed you, and I was like so enamored with just your dance style. And then I posted that video, and who am I thinking of? At Aloha Warehouse, the owner of Aloha Warehouse.
Yeah, her name escapes me.
Why is it escaping me? Oh no! Anyway, I posted it, and she said, "Oh, it's Alan."
Leah.
Yes, Leah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's like, "That's Alan, and he's amazing." And so then yeah, just through some interesting chain of connections, I wound up in the Hela, which is the Hula school, where Alan also dances with our Kumu Michael Yamashita. And during the pandemic, well, Alan has also been teaching, right? You could talk a little bit more about your teaching. I don't know the history of your teaching, but during the pandemic, Alan's been teaching online, and I've been happy to dance with him. So I invited him here today to give the patrons an introduction to the art form that is hula. Hula has been a very moving and integral part of my love for Hawaiian culture. And the beauty of hula is actually it tells the story of the songs and the story of the songs of Hawaii. So it just makes you fall more in love with Hawaii. So I'll just turn it over to Alan to share more about your history with hula and what we're going to learn today.
Okay, sounds good. Well, hello everybody. I'm so excited to teach you a new hula. Cynthia invited me, and I'm just really thrilled to be here. I have been dancing hula for a long time. Believe it or not, I can't believe it, but it's been 46 years that I've been dancing hula. And really, it was a result of my very first trip to Hawaii. We've always had Hawaiian music in our family, though. My dad loved Hawaiian music. You know, you had the Hollywood musicals, and my sister went to Hawaii and she brought back Don Ho album. So we're hearing music all the time. Anyway, my first trip there, it was kind of like the renaissance of Hawaiian hula back in the 70s. And so hula groups were rediscovering their groups. Men's group it was like the renaissance. Men were coming back to hula. So I think it just was timing. I was so touched by the culture and the music and the dance that when I came back to San Francisco, I longed for it. I needed it. And there was one teacher in San Francisco. Her name was Nalani Rogers. She was the only one in the Bay Area at the time teaching hula. But not only hula, she was teaching Tahitian and Maori dances from New Zealand. So I was in a Polynesian dance troupe, and I learned all those dances. And I have been dancing ever since. So that's since 1976. I've been with 2 other groups. I was with Moi Moia Polynesia, another Polynesian dance company. And then I was with Hui Pa Hula Olea Nui Nui with Mahealani Uchiyama. And after that, I joined Kaholo in 1991. So it's 31 years that I've been with Kaholo. And I've been teaching the men's class of Kaholo for quite a few years. I've actually lost track of how long it's been, but it's been, I would say, more than 10 years teaching the men's class. So it's part of me. I just can't live without hula. During the pandemic, of course, we had no hula classes. And my friend Millie said, you know, why don't you teach it? Or no, help me out. She said, help me out. If you could take this one hula and teach my hula class on Zoom. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And I thought it was just going to be a month. And then the second month came around. And the third month came around. Finally, it was like, I ended up taking over the class. So I have a Wednesday hula class on Zoom that I've been doing for more than 2 years now. But for this particular group, I was selecting songs that were Hapa Haole songs, which are hulas that are Hawaiian songs, but the lyrics are in English. And I thought it'd be easier on Zoom to teach Hapa Haole songs. And I'm still doing it, so it's amazing. Cynthia takes it with me too. We could reconnected, and I said, "Hey, take class with me." So I'm really enjoying it. Today we're going to be learning a Hapa Haole song, very common, very popular, called "Pearly Shells." I think it's a perfect dance for beginners, and so I'm going to be teaching you 3 basic footwork. And then after that, then we'll be going over the hand motions. So I just want you to look at my t-shirt here. So you could see the first one is Kaholo. This one here, Kaholo. And then we're going to be learning an Ami, which is this one here. And then the one right below is called Hela. Okay. So those are the 3 movements, dance footwork that we're going to be doing throughout the dance. And then as I teach you the choreography, hula is really telling a story. So we have our hands and our feet all integrated, telling a beautiful story. Before we start, I like to warm up a little bit, just to get our bodies ready for hula. So if you could join me, and we're going to do just a little warm up, just to get your bodies ready. Okay, so I'm going to step back and we're going to get started. Soft music on here. Okay. So let's bend our knees and take a deep breath. Inhale up and exhale. And inhale up and exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up and exhale, and one last time. Nice deep breath, reaching for that ceiling, and exhale. Good job. Okay, let's just march in place. Just march in place. Use your arms. Just getting that blood pumping, getting our total body warmed up. And now let's take another deep breath. Inhale up as we march. And exhale. One more time. Inhale up and exhale. Good job. Okay. Now, what I want you to do right now is I want you to tighten your abs tight as you can. Just tight, tight, squeeze. Put your hands right here and squeeze your shoulder blades. Relax. One more time. Reset here and squeeze. Keep your abs nice and tight. 2 more. Squeeze. Relax. And then one more time. Squeeze. Okay, feel the tightness. If you keep your core tight, it also helps lift your chest so you have nice posture. If you're too relaxed here, your shoulders will droop. So we want nice posture. Let's roll our shoulders back. 4 times. 2 more. And we're going to reset here. We're going to go forward, forward. 2, 3, and 4. Good job. Okay. What I want you to do is circle your wrist, your ankle in any direction. Just warming up our ankles. Hold on to the wall if you need to, and go the other way now. Circle. Okay, and let's switch. Other foot up. And circle your ankle. And let's go another direction. Take me. Now, what I want you to do right now is I want you to bend your knees slightly and shift your hips to the right. Okay, now go to the left and right. Keeping our feet flat and just shifting our weight. Right and left. To the right. Just warming up our hips. Right, left. Right and left. Okay, stay in this position. Go to the left here, and we're going to circle our hip back, doing a nice circle, coming around to the front, and circle again, just warming up our hips. We're going to have this motion, the circling of the hips in our choreography. This is called an ami. We're going to circle, keeping our feet flat, our knees are bent, and you'll notice that movement is all from the waist down. Okay, good job. Okay, let's just circle our wrists right now. Warming up our hands. And let's go the other direction. Okay, shake it out. Okay, good job. Okay. All right, we should be a little bit warmer, ready to start some basic footwork, okay? The first one I'm going to show you is called the Kaholo. So again, this is Kaholo, and it's 4 counts. And what we're going to do is we're going to start feet together, and whenever we do hula, our knees are slightly bent. We're never going to be in this tall, upright position, because if we do that, if I take 4 steps to the right, and I'm in this upright position, I'd like you to try it. Just stand up tall and take 4 steps. It's just going sideways. We're going to step 1, together, out, together. And that together one, we're going to tap it. Rather than flat feet, we're going to tap it because we want that foot free so that we can go to the left. Step 1, 2, 3, tap. Now do the same thing, but this time bend your knee slightly. And you'll notice that with this, your hips will naturally sway. Let's take 4 counts to the right. So it's 1, 2, 3. The 4th count will be our tap, and then we're going to freeze. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, tap. Go to the left. 1, 2, 3, tap. Kaholo right. 1, 2, 3, tap. Kaholo left. 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3, tap. Left. 2, 3. Tap. So you notice that little bend in your knee helps that hip automatically, naturally sway. Okay, so that's our first one, the Kaholo. The second motion we're going to do is called the Hela. This one, H-E-L-A, Hela. Now this one is a little lower than the Kaholo. So bend a little deeper, shift your weight to the left here, and we're going to extend. By shifting our weight to the left, you could now lift that right foot and just extend it to the corner, flat feet, toes pointing to the corner. Bring it back in, shift your weight to the other direction, to the right here, extend the left foot. Bring it in, shift your weight, extend. Bring it in, as you do, shift your weight, extend. So this is called a Hela. Hela right and left. Hela right and left. One more time, right and left. Okay, come up. Okay, you can see we're pretty low. Now, if we do not bend our knees properly, this is what we don't want to do. We don't want to go right and up and left and up, because watch my head down. My head is bouncing if I go this way. So what I need to do is keep my knees bent. It's the shifting of the hips. My head will not move. It's all happening from the waist down. So make sure you keep your knees bent. So we're going to Hela right and left, Hela right, left again, and then we're going to go into a Kaholo. Up. 1, 2, 3, tap. Left, 2, 3, tap again. 1, 2, 3, tap. Left, 2. Now into tap, and now Hela. Drop. Hela right and left. Hela right and left and Kaholo. So let's do Kaholo right and left 2 times. One more time, and then we're going to go into our Hela. Do your tap first. Tap, Hela. Hela, 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 and Kaholo. Okay? You see that level change right there. Okay? The last movement we're going to do is the Ami. This one, A-M-I. And this one, we're going to be in that same level as our Hela. So we're not going to be in the Kaholo, but a little deeper. Shift your weight to the left. Circle. 1, 2. We're going to do 4 of them. 3 and 4. Finish. If we start here, we're going to end here. Okay? So we're going to start again. Shift your weight to the left. Circle back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we have to finish on the end back here. Okay? So we're going to do those 3 motions with music. I'm going to call it out. We're going to do it to the tune Pearly Shells, because that's the hula we're going to be working on today. And I want you to change. We're not going to do any hands right now. We're just going to be doing our feet. So I'll be calling those 3 footwork: Kaholo, Hela, and Ami. Okay, so let's try with the music. Your hands will be on your hips during this exercise. Your hands on your hips. Bend your knees slightly. Soft knee. And we're going to begin with a Kaholo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, tap. Again. 1, 2, 3, tap. Keep going.
Shining in the sun.
1, 2, 3, tap.
Covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
Okay, now we're going to do our Hela.
For
Right,
every grain
left.
of
We'll go slow first.
sand upon
You
the
feel it? Go
beach,
slow.
I've
Right.
got a kiss for
And
you.
left.
And I've got more
Left.
left over for
Right. Just going
each
slow so you feel
star
it.
that twinkles in the blue.
Okay, come up. Now we're
Pearly
going to do our Ami.
shells
So Ami down.
from
Shift your weight.
the
Let's do 4 Amis.
ocean,
5, 6, 7,
shining
8.
in the
1,
sun,
2, 3, 4.
covering the shore.
Stop. Let's go the other direction. Going this way.
When I
1,
see them,
3, and 4.
my heart
Finish.
tells me that
Bounce
I
forward.
love you
Back to this
more
side.
than
1,
all
2,
those
3,
little
4, and
pearly
finish. Bounce forward.
shells.
1, 2, 3, 4, and there you go. Okay? All right. So those are our 3 motions. Now we're going to do it with the music one more time, and then we're going to go over our hands. Okay? So let's try one more time. Okay, here we go. Okay, get ready. 1, 5, 6,
Pearly
3, tap. 1,
shells
2, 3, tap.
from the ocean,
Tap.
shining in the sun, covering the shore.
Hela.
When I
left,
see them,
Right. Kaholo.
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those every grain of sand upon the beach. I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. Pearly shells from the ocean,
Kaholo up,
shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them,
Hela,
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
Hela, 1, 2, 3, Kaholo. So get ready to tell them one more time, Kaholo right and left, and then we're going to do our Ami. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Kaholo.
Pearly shells from the ocean,
Hela,
shining in the sun,
and Kaholo up.
covering the shore. When I see them,
Kaholo up.
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells. More than all those little pearly shells.
Okay, good job. Okay, so that's what's going to happen in our hula as far as the footwork. Now, hula tells a story, so now we're going to incorporate our hand movements to go with our feet. So here we go. So the first one is pearly shells. So we're going to actually be pretending, so our hands are going to be like picking up the shells on the beach. So we're not going to be at the chest level, okay? We're going to be here, going to the right. So we're turning and picking up the shell. So turn, grab, pick. So we're picking it, palms down, and pick. We're like you're picking up the shell and turning it over. Pearly shells. So right and left. Now ocean, you put the palms are down, and we're going to step right with our kaholo. So our kaholo right. So my right hand is going to match what my left foot is doing. And we're going to do this paddling motion like this. If I use it sideways, it looks like this. Paddling, okay? And it's coming like this. So if I step right, my right hand is low. My left hand is higher. Right, then my left hand is low. So it's alternating. And I tap. Now I'm going to step left. So my left is down. 2, 3, 4. From there, we're going to make the sun. So your right hand is going to be fingertips are like this, touching. And we're going to do a kaholo right, and we make half the sun. Make the sun. 1, 2, 3, tap. We're halfway. We're going to complete the sun when we do our kaholo left. 1, 2, 3, tap. So let's put those motions together. Pearly shells shining in the sun. 5, 6, 7, 8. Pick your shells. Pearly shells. Now ocean paddle from the ocean. Now make the sun shining in the sun. Okay, so we're up here, and we're now going to come bring our hands down, palm up, and cover. So it's kind of, we have this little hula lift and sweep. Palm up, so it's covering the shore. So this represents the shore. Okay, so we make the sun one more time. Make the sun, kaholo right, halfway. Finish the sun left, covering the shore, and the other way. Okay, so we ended up here. So notice, here's my tap. So now I could do my hela. So you're going to go here and you're going to look. Look here, hela right and left. Then we're going to switch hands. Hela right and left. Okay, so we made the sun, shining in the sun, covering the shore. See where your hand ends up there? So keep this hand there. And then this is my right hand, goes to my eye like this when I see them. And here's what I do, Hela right. Hela right and left. And I switch my hands. Hela right when I see them. My heart tells me that I love you. And we're going to do a love motion. So see my hand here? This hand is already out. So you keep this hand here. We're going to make a love motion. This is love. So I'm not touching my body. It's apart. But this hand's here. So you just bring the other hand there. Cross with the right hand on top. You're making an X. This, whenever you see a hula dancer do this motion, it's a love. They're doing love or aloha. Okay, so my heart tells, so we don't have to worry about doing the heart and tells, you just go into the love motion. So when I see them, my heart, see this from here, it goes in here, down here. So now these are ready to go into the love motion. My heart tells me, and we're going to open up to you. My heart tells me that I love you. Then we're going to cross with our right hand over the left and open and cross and open. So it's a when I see them, my heart tells me that I love you. And then more than all, cross. More than all. And then we're going to go little. So we're going to go cross again. Those little. And then we're going to pick up our shells, pearly shells. Okay, let's put that all together with our feet now. And then I'll put the music on, okay? Now, the vamp to start is the basic. So this is another basic hula motion. So when I say basic hands, so we put our hands right here. I'm not touching, it's away from my chest, but I have this invisible line, so my hands are at chest level, and you extend this hand here. And then with this, when I kaholo right, I'm going this, kaholo right, tap, and then when I start my left, my hands switch, and I go left. Okay, one more time, kaholo right, kaholo left, kaholo right, kaholo left. So we're going to do 2 of those to start our dance. And then it starts pearly shells. So get ready to pick pearly shells. Other side, same thing. Now make the ocean, paddle motion, right, and left, right, left. Shining in the sun. Complete your sun as you go left. Come down on the left, sweep across, and sweep across. So we end up at the left. Now we're going to do see, we're here in this position. I just finished my tap. I'm going to Hela. When I see them, so do a Hela right and left. When I'm looking that way, switch hands, and we're going to do Hela right and again. When I see them. Okay, now we come up, kaholo, hand comes out, kaholo, love, cross your hands here. And then when I see them, my heart tells me that I love you. This is you more than all those little pearly shells. Okay, we'll do it a little faster now. Pearly shells, ocean, make the paddle motion. Shining in the sun, make the sun, kaholo right and left, covering the shore, covering the shore. When I see them, see, I ended up here, so I know that's where my hands are going to be, right here. The hand that's closer to me goes to my eye. Hela right and left switch, right and left. Then we go to love motion. Love tells me that I love, open up you. Cross again, more than all those little pearly shells. Okay, so that's the first part of the hula. Let's do it with the music. Good job. Here we go. Okay, kaholo right. and left. Pearly shells.
Pearly
Pick and
shells
Ocean.
from
Paddle.
the ocean,
Other side. Make the sun.
shining in the sun,
Halfway. Complete.
covering the
Shore.
shore.
Get ready to Hela.
When I see them,
Switch.
my
Love.
heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
Good.
For every grain of
Nice.
sand
Right hand.
upon the
Good job.
beach, I'd
Here we go. Telling the story. So our hands are right at our side. Get ready, Kaholo right and left. Pick your shells.
pearly
Pick and
shells
Pick and turn.
from the
Paddle
ocean,
motion. Right and left.
shining in the
Sun.
sun,
Covering the shore.
covering the
Other
shore.
side. Hela, see.
When
Hela,
I
right.
see them,
Left. Right.
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
Good.
For every grain of sand upon the beach,
Right. Good job. So you could see how the hands and the feet are all connected, okay? So when my hands ends up there, so I know I'm gonna be looking there. And then when I do the love, my hands here, I just bring it down so I can go into love, okay? So let's go on from there. So my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells. Okay, so end up here. So since I'm end up here, this hand's gonna come up here and I'm gonna touch it for every grain of sand. So on this side, it's at the left, I touch and I show all the grains of sand. For every grain of sand upon the beach, here's where we're gonna do our ami. So let's Kaholo right. Kaholo right for every grain of sand. Kaholo left upon the beach. Tap, okay? I've got a kiss for you. So the hand motion is I kiss you right by your lips and you. I've got a kiss for you. And I'm just bending right at my elbow, see? Palm in, bring it up to your mouth, and bend and open. Here's where we're going to do our ami. So we start on the left here. I've got a kiss for you. And there's 4 of them, so I have to finish it. I have 4 complete amis. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, finish. So we're going to do one more ami after we're in this position. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we have 4 amis, okay? So we're saying, I've got a kiss for you. Finish that ami. So we have 1 extra ami with our hands extended. And I've got more left over, so we're gonna cross our hands again, and I've got more left over, and you're gonna reach up to the right side, and your right hand's gonna tap for the stars. Stars and stars. And I've got more left over, and on the word 4, you're gonna tap your fingers. 4 each star. Then we come to the center, and we're gonna twinkle, twinkle. Just opening your fingers, twinkle like this, twinkle. So I don't actually open my fingers, I keep it a little closed, twinkling like this. Okay, so let's try that apart. Okay, so you touch as you kaholo to the right. For every grain of sand upon the beach. Let's see, for every grain of sand, we go upon the beach, so we go right and left. Kaholo right and left. Then we get ready to ami. I've got a kiss for you. One more ami. And I've got more left over for each star twinkle that twinkles in the blue. So we have kaholo right and left, kaholo right, kaholo left. So you're from the center, you're flashing your stars. Kaholo right, apart, a little bit more apart as we go left, and then all the way out for left, complete left. Okay, one more time. For every grain of sand, so hand is extended, kaholo right. For every grain of sand upon the beach, ami, I've got a kiss for you. Another ami, and I've got more left over. So on the word for, you're going to start your left kaholo. For each star. Now twinkle, twinkles in the blue. Then we go back to pearly shells. Pearly shells. Ocean again. The ocean and sun. Covering the shore. And Hela, when I see them, Hela right and left, Hela right and left. My heart, remember, we don't go to our heart, just my heart tells me, and we're telling me that what? That they love me, so I'm going to kaholo into my love motion. Love you, opening it up to you. Cross again, more than all, those little, and pick your shells, pearly shells. Okay, let's try with the music, that new part, and see how it looks. Here we go. Get ready, kaholo right and left. Pick your shells,
Pearly
pick and turn. Ocean, paddle motion.
Ocean,
Pick the sun,
shining in the sun,
wave, finish it here.
covering the shore.
Sure, Hela see,
When I
Hela right,
see them,
left, Hela right, and
my
left.
heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
For every grain of sand,
For every grain of sand upon the beach, I've got a kiss for you.
ami,
And I've got more left over
for
for each star
twinkle.
that twinkles in the blue.
From the beginning.
Pearly shell
ocean,
from
paddle.
the ocean,
Pick the sun
shining in the sun,
and the shore.
covering the shore. When I see them,
Which
my heart
Love.
tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
keep going. For every grain of sand upon the beach, ami, I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star twinkle in the blue. Now keep kaholo and just sweep across the sky. Open up.
Pearly shells
Ocean
from the
Paddle.
ocean,
and left, right,
shining in the sun,
and the shore.
covering the shore. When I see them,
Hela right.
my heart
Love.
tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
More than all.
More than all
Cross again.
those little
Pick.
pearly shells.
So we'll work on the ending. So let's do that little interlude so you could see what happened right there. Okay, so there's that instrumental, And the instrumental goes, for every grain of sand upon the beach, I've got a kiss for you. And I have to do another ami here. Boom. So I have 4 amis. And I've got more left over. And you bring your hands up, and on the word for is when you start your left. For each star, tap, twinkles in the blue. Then so we're up in the blue sky. So now we're gonna just sweep with that instrumental. Sweep, cross right hand over left, and then turn your wrists so your palms are now facing in. So we're just representing the blue sky. Palm out, cross, kaholo right and kaholo left. Kaholo right, kaholo left. So we're just showing the blue sky. Okay, so let's do from twinkle. So kaholo right, twinkles in the blue. Now make the blue sky. Kaholo right, and switch open. Okay, so your hands are going like this. Palm in, and palm out and palm in. So this represents palm out, and this is palm in. Facing you is palm in. Okay, one more time. For each star. So when I do this, hear the word for, I'm going to step with my left foot, and I'm going to tap the stars on the right side. For each star that twinkles in the blue. Kaholo, here's the blue sky. And open, tap. Then the hands come down again to the beach to pick up the shells. Pearly shells from the ocean. Right, left, and left, right, left. So let your hands follow what your feet are doing. So if I'm stepping right, my right hand, right. My left hand's up. Then my left hand goes with my left foot. My right hand, and I'm tapping. So it's kind of in a drag. Then I step left, right, left, tap, and then I'm ready to start my sun. Halfway, kaholo right, and then finish it, kaholo left. Okay, let's try one more time. Here we go. From the beginning. Good job, everybody. Okay, here we go. Okay, nice chest up, abs tight. Kaholo right, kaholo left.
Pearly shells
Kick and
from the
Paddle.
ocean,
Sun,
shining in the sun,
shore,
covering the shore.
Hela sea,
When I
right,
see them,
left, right.
my heart tells me that I love you more than all
again.
those little
Pick your shells.
pearly shells. For every grain of sand upon the beach, I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue.
From the beginning,
Pearly
pick and
shells
Lace and turn,
from the
Ocean.
ocean,
sun,
shining in the sun,
and the shore.
covering the shore. When I see them,
Left, right,
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
for every grain of sand upon the beach. Ami, I kiss you. One more Ami. For left over, for star twinkle. Kaholo, right, turn,
Pearly shells
ocean,
from the ocean, shining in the sun,
and the shore.
covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than
foot out, you go shoulder. So we'll do our kaholo, and I'll show you how the ending is, okay? So the ending will be, our final one will be a kaholo to the right, kaholo right. And instead of a tap, we're gonna extend our left foot. And as we extend our left foot, your hands go to your shoulders like this. Like this. So as I extend my left foot, it'll be like that, okay? So kaholo right, basic hands, kaholo right. Here we've Hela left. And this one you don't have to be flat because it's our end of our dance. So you could be on your toes. You don't have to be in the low position. And out and close. So the motion, kaholo right, Hela to the side and center. And this is your ending pose. Okay, so let me try that with you. Kaholo right, 2, 3. Remember, instead of a tap, we're just going to extend our left foot, shoulders, side, and finish. Okay, let's try that ending, and then we're going to do it one more time from the beginning. Let's do the very ending to practice that ending. Here we go.
That I love you more than all those little birds.
Take your shells. More than all.
More than
Cross
all.
2 times.
Those little pearly shells.
Kaholo to the right. Shoulders. Oh no, instead of going out, just go shoulder and center. Yeah, this music is a little shorter, so shoulder and center. Shoulder and center, okay? One more time. Good job. The ending one more
My
time.
heart tells me that I love you more than
All those little
pearly
pearly
shells.
More than all.
More than all those little pearly shells.
Yeah, perfect, okay? So you just do that right kaholo. Break it down one more time. So you do your right kaholo to end. Right kaholo, basic hands. Hela, right. And bring your hands to the center. That's your ending pose, like that, okay? Just one more time. So when I do a kaholo with my basic hands, if I'm kaholo to the right, I'm at my head will be looking toward that right, look to that right. Then I look front and I do my finish here with my hands. So when you finish that, make sure you don't, a real common mistake beginners have is they go here and they go like this, okay? If you do this, then the audience can't see your face, okay? So you bring it down to your face could be seen. Kaholo right, shoulder and okay? So don't ever hide your face, okay? If you're in this position, they can't see you, okay? So, all right. So let's try one more time. And I'm gonna be a little bit closer so you can see my hands. So when I'm picking, so my palms are down, and I don't have my thumb sticking out in this choreography. So unless I was actually making the moon, my thumbs would be extended out. So I usually just relax, but keep your fingers also not open, okay? Any of this hula, we don't really dance with our fingers open, okay? We dance with it, it's not rigid and tight, but it's relaxed, but it's still together, okay? So I'm going place and turn, place and turn. So you see my hands are relaxed. They're like at my belly button or pico level. Place and turn, place and turn. Pearly shells. See, so I'm already in this position. This comes to the center, palms down, paddle, ocean. Okay, then the right hand slightly above. See if you see here, it's touching my fingers here. The left hand is touching my left hand as I start my sun, kaholo right, finish kaholo left. Then I could Hela, okay, Hela right, when I see them. Switch hands as I switch feet, right and left. Now I kaholo, this hand comes down, kaholo, into love, and then open up, you, and then cross. Okay, so let's try, I'll do a little closer so you could see, okay? Pearly shells, okay? Pick pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the sun. Now, when I come down here, I'm going to turn slightly and sweep. Turn up slightly and sweep. So it's just, that way it's not so flat. If I just go like this, it's very flat. So I kind of lift, palms up, and turn palm down. Palm up. It's a very small move. It's not a real exaggerated move. It's very soft, covering the shore. Going with the music, covering the shore. Hula is very graceful, and you feel the water flowing over the sand, okay? Covering the shore. Now I end up here, so now I can just come to C, Hela right. When I see them, and then I switch hands, but I still do the same feet. Right and left, and when I bring it in, and I'm gonna start my kaholo, so this hand comes down here. Kaholo right into love, right hand on top of left, and when I kaholo left, I'm saying you. My heart tells me that I love you. So I'm showing you. Then more than all, just cross, more than all. And then cross again, those little. So I just say, look at all this stuff. Look at all the little shells, okay? So we're just doing that twice. More than all, those little pearly shells. And we extend our hands and pick. Place and pick. Place and pick. And this is very similar to the flower motion. The flower would be a little higher though, rather than low, because we're picking up the shells. We're grabbing here and grab. Grab and turn. Place, grab and turn, okay? On the next part, more than all those little pearly shells. For every grain of sand. So we ended up here for pearly shells. So see this, that's why we're doing the next motion from here, because we ended up with the two shells here. So we extend this hand, palm up like this, and we touch it. For every grain of sand upon the beach. For every grain of sand upon the beach. And that's our kaholo. Kaholo right. Kaholo right. Tap. Kaholo left. Tap. Make sure you tap so you could, that'll set you up for your ami. Ami, one. I've got a kiss for you, but I have to do one more ami because of the music. Then we kaholo right. Right hand on top, and I've got more left over for each star. And then we come up with the 4. So we're gonna, and I've got more left over, kaholo left. And we're going to tap on the word for each star. Tap. Twinkle, twinkles in the blue. Okay, and then it starts over again. Now, during that musical interlude, they do the blue sky that twinkles in the blue. And then we kaholo right, palms out. And as I go left, it's palm in, making the blue sky. We're just outlining the sky. Here's the blue sky above. And then the song starts again. Okay, so let's try one more time from the beginning. Here we go. Okay, kaholo right and left. Pearly shells.
Pearly shells.
Ocean.
From the
Bottle.
ocean,
Sun
shining in the sun,
and the shore.
covering the shore.
Hela see.
When I
Right,
see them,
left, right.
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. Pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
For every grain of sand, touch, tap, honey, kiss you. Or left over for each star twinkle. Stay up there, Kaholo right, and love sky,
Pearly shells
ocean,
from the ocean,
and the sun.
shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them,
Tella right,
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
more than all.
More than all
And love.
those little pearly shells.
Yeah, good job. Wow, that went so fast. That went really fast.
That's great. Should we do some questions maybe? And then one
Yeah.
last time? We could do it one last time.
Yeah, sounds good.
I can do it too, even though I'll probably be a little bit delayed.
Yeah, that's one thing with Zoom. It's never synced perfectly.
Yeah. Any questions? So I see people mentioning it in the chat. And I'll just talk about this with with Alan a little bit. You know, taking one hula lesson, you don't want to go around saying that you know hula, because people in Hawaii are very protective of hula as part of the culture, you know? So as a hula student, we have to study for 2 to 3 years before we're even allowed to perform. I don't know how it was for you, Alan, but when
No.
in my first halau, I didn't get on the floor for 2 years. And also, you have to ask permission from your kumu to perform or to teach. You know, so Alan has received permission from kumu to teach. And when I perform a hula, I ask the choreographer or kumu if I can perform. So that's just something to be aware of, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's perfectly said. And even for me, I don't teach any of my kaia'ulu, my halau hulas outside of kaia'ulu. So if I'm teaching outside, unless I have my kumu's permission to teach it, I will not teach it, okay? And so like Pearly Shells is my own choreography. I've choreographed a lot during the pandemic. So they're my choreography, so I know I could teach it. But in order to teach, I still had my kumu's permission. Absolutely.
Yeah. And in many cases, the kumu receives this choreography handed down to them, right? In a legacy kind of way. So just so everyone's aware of that, you know, that when we talk about hula, it's there's a lot of tradition and history, and in many cases rules around the legacy of it. So I just want you to be aware of that, because there can be a lot of pushback on, you know, what that means to dance hula, to know hula. So
I'll give you one case. Like, we saw someone dancing kumu's choreography by someone who never was part of our halau.
Oh no.
And it was shocking. You know?
Yeah.
Very shocking, because we would never
Wow.
teach outside. Our hula's outside. So
Yeah. Did they learn from a video or something?
actually, we found out later that one of our halal members taught that hula to a group, and we weren't aware of it.
Yeah.
You always want to make sure your kumu gives you permission to perform or to teach it.
Yeah.
Never just do it.
Right. Yes. So thank you so much, Alan, for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope everyone got a lot out of it. There's so much. You could see that we've only touched a little bit, and there are even more footsteps than these, okay? We didn't do ka'o or kavelu. There's ami, kuku. There's lele, uehes, uehes. But anyway, yeah, once you get hooked by the bug, like me, you do hula every day.
Alan, a couple of questions here. Do you know what kaholo and ami, those words actually mean, or do they just signify the steps?
Well, kaholo is kind of like to travel, to move. Holo,
like holo, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they came from. I'm sure there is background as far as, and even terminology between different halaus. Like we know kavelu. Right. My first teacher called it kalakawa.
Kalakawa is how I learned it.
And then in Kaiulu, the kalakawa is like 8 counts.
Right.
And one direction, 8 counts another direction, but another halau, they call that 8 counts traveling a hukilau. So there's different terminology too that you'll encounter with different halaus. I'm not sure of the origin of the words though.
And Christina is asking, I worry about my hands, like the right over left versus left over right. So I would say on love, it's always right. Because I mirror image, so the right hand will always be. It depends on choreography though. Sometimes the choreography might, like a palm tree might be here, and then later on it might switch. But generally speaking, if I'm doing a sweeping motion like this, it's the right over left. But sometimes it will change. Like if I'm using my feather gourd rattles, if I'm going right on top and out, but when I go the other direction, the left uli will go out. So, but in this hula, just think of right hand open. Yeah. This is more common, okay, the right. And then whenever you see the hula dancer going love, it's always the right hand, okay? It could change though, okay? It's not set in stone. So yeah, it takes practice and also your hands. Now we didn't go over hula hands, but the ladies, they do have this wrist, a lot of wrist motion. So it's not really the whole arm and shoulders lifting. It's just the wrist. It's very relaxed. Yeah.
So
it's taken me years.
Yes, it does. And there are exercises where you actually go like this. You're actually, So yeah, it takes years to develop. But it's this wrist motion. And so when you see a good hula dancer, you'll see the hands just flowing, up through to the very fingers. So it's not like, remember I said, keep your fingers together, but don't have it so tight that you lose the flow. It has to travel through your fingertips, that energy, that chi. Place. See, even when I'm placing, it's relaxed, and then I put it into position. Now, the men do not do this as much. We do place it, but we still relax, but we still place it and place, but we don't do this little flourish that the ladies have more of this flourish, okay? Sometimes the men will be doing a fist for the kaholo, like instead of doing a vamp this way, kaholo right, and left, the men might be just doing this motion with all fist, okay? So you'll see different styles. We have different vamps going front to the side, sometimes to the right, sometimes to the left. Our kumu favors traveling right, but starting hand on the left. So this is very common with our halau, but a lot of tradition is going right, your hands and left in that direction, like I taught you today. So you'll see a lot of variations, but I think you got the sense of how the storytelling is connected to the hula movement and the feet. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, the coordinating.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is coordinating it, because a very common mistake is not doing the tap.
Mhm.
So if you don't do the tap, like before you start your ami, you might be off because it's like it's not matching the music. Well, if you fail to do that fourth tap, then your count will be off. So you got to be real careful, okay, how you feel the music. You want to go 1, 2, 3, tap, left, 2, 3, tap. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good
Do it
job.
together one time.
Let's
I'll
do it
try to
one more
do it.
time for the
I'll try to
road, right? Good job, everybody. So nice. I'm glad all of you joined us today.
And you can see I'm wearing my hula skirt. So when
Wonderful.
you move your hips correctly, then the skirt will
Yes.
sway, right? Like the
Absolutely. And that's the beauty when you see everyone's skirt moving in the same direction. That's called a pau skirt. Really nice. Okay, here we go from the beginning. Okay, kaholo right and left.
Pearly shells
Ocean,
from the ocean,
sun,
shining in the sun,
and the shore.
covering the shore.
Hela sea,
When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
for every grain of
For
sand.
every grain of sand upon the beach, I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. Pearly shells
Ocean,
from the ocean,
sun,
shining in the sun,
and the shore.
covering the shore. When I see them,
Right.
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells.
For every grain of sand upon the beach, I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. Stay up there as you kaholo right, cross, kaholo left.
Pearly shells
Ocean
from the ocean,
and the sun
shining in the sun,
and the shore.
covering the shore. When I see them,
Right.
my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells. More than all those little pearly shells.
Good job. See, nice ending pose. Good job, everybody. All righty.
Yay!
All right.
All right, everyone, give it up for Alan in the chat. Thank
Okay.
you, Alan, so much.
Aloha, everybody. Happy July 4th. Happy
And we'll-
Independence Day.
And we'll see Alan at San Francisco Summer Explosion.
Yeah, I'll be there in person. All right. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, so for everyone who's gonna be there, you can say hi to Alan in
Yeah,
person.
great.
Thank you, Alan.
You're welcome. We'll see
Okay.
you soon. in
Yes.
9 days, 10 days. It's right around the corner.
It is right around the corner. Okay, I'm gonna
Alright.
end the stream over here.
Okay.
Okay.